everybody. So I decided that, hey, this is a beautiful day. I want to get out and I just really want to enjoy the weather. And what I like about days like this and with the beautiful scenery is that it really gives me an opportunity to think. I mean, my spiritual self just really goes in and just kind of takes in everything, and it really just sends things through my circuit, if you will. And I was walking by this ATM machine, and immediately I thought about a conversation that I had actually with a group of people about ATM machines and bank accounts, and how we as people, we use ATM machines like they are tied to our emotions, right? We have emotional ATMs. And when we have our emotional accounts, right, that are tied with the ATMs, our emotional ATMs, we really have to be careful about withdrawals and deposits. And let me explain what I mean, right? So we know that you have a bank account. And in your bank account, you have so much money in your bank account. And we have these debit cards. You know what? It's a shame because I have mine right here. So we have these debit cards, right? And we can just go into this machine or any machine that we see and just keep making withdrawals as long as the money's there, right? And we just keep withdrawing. Stick a card in, get some money out, right? And I know if you're like me, sometimes, we don't pay attention to how many withdrawals it is that we're making. And we'll just keep taking the money out until one day we look at the receipt and we're like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm kind of overdoing this a little bit. And so then what happens? We know that if we continue to make those withdrawals, then our account is going to get lower and lower. Now, we can keep making the withdrawals as long as we're making what? Deposits, right? Because you have to put something in order to get something out. You have to make deposits as the reserve for us to get money out. And that is how it is with emotions, our emotional accounts. What happens is we allow people to keep making withdrawals from our emotional accounts. They can just come in whenever they need something. They need a shoulder to cry on. They need some advice. They need this or they need that. And they just keep coming to us and they keep making withdrawals. They keep taking out. They keep taking out. Which is fine if they're putting back in. But the problem is, too often we allow people to continue to make withdrawals without making deposits. And we can't do that. And so for those of you who, and you know who you are, who do that, who make those repeated withdrawals with anyone it is that you may do it to, without making deposits, without giving them something back, then you're going to end up one day going to that account with that person or those people, and you're going to get your card denied, access denied, because people get tired of it after a while. You're going to go, and not only will you not be able to get anything out, they may decide to revoke that card altogether. Just like if I didn't have any money in my account, I go in here and they will keep it. They say you don't even know what to do with it. That's account abuse. Account abuse. You don't know what to do with this card that we've given you. You don't know how to act with it. So you know what? I'm done with it. We're just going to take the card until you figure out how to manage an account. And that's what we have to do with people. We have to make sure that our accounts are being managed properly, that our emotional and spiritual accounts are being managed properly. And guess what? That's up to us to do it. Now, here's the deal. Sometimes when you abuse the account, right, they might take your card, they might charge you some fees, and there are some things, some sanctions, some penalties associated with that account abuse. But then later on, you might be allowed to reopen that account, right? People may do that. perhaps you are committing what I call emotional account abuse with someone or someone's. And yeah, you may have that account closed for a while. Now later on they may decide to reopen your account. And then once you've been given that chance, it's up to you to decide if you are going to better manage that account, or if you're going to allow it to stay closed, or whatever the case may be. Okay? So that definitely is something to think about. Do not want to commit emotional account abuse, but we also don't want to allow anyone to do that to us. Okay? Now, before I close, there's one thing that I want to say. There are those of us that the Creator has given a much bigger account balance. Okay? That means that we have been charged and we have been given the capacity to bear more than some. And what that means is people will probably make a lot more withdrawals with us than deposits, because we just have more to give. Okay? We have more to give in the first place. Some of us are made a little stronger than others. And so that may be the case. And if that's the case, then that's something that you kind of need to come to grips with spiritually, meditate on, because you're going to be tried a little bit more. But by and large, this is what I want you all to get out of this. Protect your account, your emotional, your spiritual account, okay? Protect the balance. Don't allow people to indiscriminately over and over and over again make withdrawals if they are not making any deposits. You must have a way to sustain, okay? And don't allow people to do that to you. Don't allow people to make you bankrupt, okay? And then for those of you who may be kind of sitting and meditating on it, if you think that you are doing that to others, that you're constantly always pulling and never giving, then guess what? It's okay, because sometimes with reflection, we find that that's what we're doing. Then if you know that that's the case, then just pull back and start making deposits, okay? Ask the other person or persons, is there something you can do for them? Ask if they need any prayer, or if they need to talk, or if they need to meditate together, okay? Relationships, people, are not vehicles to fill holes in our lives. That's not what they're for. They can serve as that, but that's not what they're for. They are a means by which people can share, they can help one another, they can make each other better, and we can all come together in these relationships, whether it be a familial relationship, whether it be a romantic relationship, if we're talking about relationships, just co-workers at work, any relationship, no matter on what plane that is on, should be mutually beneficial for everyone involved, okay? So, with that, I would like to bid you a fond adieu, and I will see you the next time. Peace and love.